stand by, please, for episode 21, and stand by, Nicoletta, please. And episode 21, and Nicoletta, go. Hello, welcome back. Episode 21. Oh, I've just seen a black and white piece of puzzle. Hang on. I just saw that while I was doing my little standby. It's got to come over here. When you see it, you've got to grab it. Okay, here we go. The tradition. Oh, see, it looks a bit crap now. Hold on, splash this on. Even though I've got a little paper cut. Oh my, ow. Actually, that's not a paper cut. That is absolutely agony. Oh, it's just going in now. Ow. Right. Oh, that is so painful. Ow. Okay, well, I'm just going to show you his cockatoo. Show you my mum. The gang. Right, I'm going to get more photographs. I keep saying that. I'm totally aware I keep saying that, right? And I haven't done it. And all my good intentions every day go out the window with this, don't they? Anyway, Bethany and I came in here earlier because I just wanted to have a look. And do you know what? I just love doing jigsaws. And I started really getting involved because I generally love doing them. Anyway, I know this is a mighty bastard, this one. And Bethany and I came up with a few plans. We've discovered that, hang on, I can't lean over too much today because I've taken a leaf out of my mother-in-law's book and I've gone braless. Although she was topless, I haven't done that to you. So that bit there, we've put all the green bits over there. And then all the yellow bits we're putting over here, even though there are a lot of other yellows. So we're cracking on. Oh, la Beth. So this time you've got to come near me because we can't get you seen because you were too visible and there were, paparazzi at the door. So come right round, stay right near the chair, move round, that's it. Okay, don't turn this off because I've just had an issue with it.
Oh no.
Right, okay. So, let's have a look. So we're going to do our plan, Beth. Yeah, where we've got the green bits, we're going to find them, turn everything over. Mm-hmm. So our plan is to turn everything over. Okay? Oh, here she goes. Here she blows. Okay, so we're going to turn everything over. No, there's no lobbing because fiancée Zoe loses her mind. Don't get your face in. That's it, nicely. Okay, so we're going to turn everything over because Bethany came up with the thought that that's probably a really important idea. So you're going to come and do stuff here.
I was just going
to reach. Yeah, reach there, perfect. Just don't put your face over. I think we've got the rules sorted right now. Great. So we're going to turn everything over, and that gives it.
Because then you get to see everything.
We get to see everything, and we're not even going to think about the next box, are we yet, Beth? Because that would be foolish. Okay, so a few emails have come in. Fiancée Zoe.
No, but it goes where the max is.
No, there are so many maxes.
Oh.
There are lots of. Look, there's another one there.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Fiancée Zoe has messaged in and utterly delighted with the fact that Bianca throws dried beans at wood pigeons. And it's become very interesting because whereas I thought birds were just naturally really lovely and I really enjoy birds, are relaxing. Every time now I hear wood pigeon it makes me laugh because whereas it used to throw me back to childhood, just loveliness hanging out in the garden, now I know that Bianca is throwing dried beans at, out of a loft, out of a skylight, and I know that down in Devon fiancée Zoe is losing her mind. Now if I look at a magpie I just think of Australians being attacked, whereas it used to make me just think of Pete and my brother-in-law John going, "Good morning, Mr Magpie." Oh, good morning, Mr Magpie. Because they were, oh, it's good afternoon. Good afternoon. Well, it depends. If you see them in the morning, you have to say good morning. So that's what that used to make me laugh at. And now I can just think of, small children riding in Australia. So the birds have had quite an effect on me, whereas I thought that Liz and I were onto something and people go, that is so lovely. No. It's brought out a vengeance in birds that I wasn't expecting. But Zoe, when she messaged me, I sensed a little smugness that she wasn't the only person. She was utterly delighted that Bianca from the Canadians felt the same. I felt a bit like, see? So I got that just from a text. Right, next, 22 people have come forward and said that they also have been taken to a spa by Mark in Lewis. And I don't think it was just the one in Kentish Town High Road, but there have been others. So 22. So we're going to form a little WhatsApp group.
Where's the yellow pile, Mum?
Where's the yellow pile, Beth? Well done. Oh, you're so clever. This is that greeny pondy one. Right, I'll give you a pile here, rather than you lean over perilously. Just turn them all over, but avoid these piles, right? Because they're already on the way. Yeah, so 22, little WhatsApp group there. It should be quite fun. And Larks and Japes. And I will include Mark from Lewis, because he has to be there to, well, not explain so much. Thanks. Not explain so much, but just general chit chat about how each person was chosen on a particular evening. Right, today Freddie
Where's the brickwork going?
Wow, are you gonna? Sorry, is this a?
I was just asked.
Or,
I didn't have to come in.
have you seen the amount of brickwork? Could
I
you? I tell you what.
pile.
Create a new pile of brickwork over there. Right, just brickwork, any colour, and then we'll do subgroups of brickwork. Okay.
Just asking.
I'm going to give you some brickwork right now, and there are different colours of it. Actually, it's quite pleasing here, and you can put them into the different subgroups of brickwork. Got some? Oh, drop. What was I say? Right, so today Fred made some wholemeal bread. And I have to say that the debriefing of the wholemeal bread with him and Matt was actually as prolific as sourdough. There was a knocking on the base. There was a lot of knocking on the base, which Claire, you probably know because your niece is all into that now. A lot of knocking. Was it crusty enough? Was it too soft? It was totally delicious, and we basically devoured it, and he needs to make another one, really. But there was a nice sort of debriefing about that, and there was also quite a nice sort of debriefing of Matt from his bike ride this morning. Well, mainly Matt with himself debriefing, I have to say, about the speed of it, the wind direction, whether it was harder. It was hard work today, hard work. He's cycling every day. I couldn't be bothered.
I'm cycling every day.
You're cycling every day, exactly.
I cycled 5 kilometres today.
You did, but we didn't debrief it, did we? It was just a fact. What's that, black and white? Oh, I've just seen a branch. See the top right of that puzzle? See the top right there?
Yes.
Look, yeah, look, that's a bit of that, Beth. Can you see? Look at the piece.
Oh yeah.
Right,
No,
so I
it's
spoke to Nanny today. Nanny Tish. In case you forgot what she looks like. That's her. Spoke to her, and she just, she said, "Oh, I'm gathering a few more jars for my bottle bank." Right, I mean, she can't have that many, but she might have 2 in there.
Oh,
So
no,
I think
I saw it in her car when I went to get her to double check that if I went to see her car was locked.
Right, and you saw the bag with the bottle bank.
Yeah.
Ah.
There's about 7 in there.
Wow, blimey, she is literally accruing. So about 7. So I beg your pardon. So she's got 7. Okay, good. She'll have to go soon.
I think she went on the way home from the woods, actually.
Oh.
Probably did.
But also, I hope she didn't, because otherwise that's a really rubbish story. She just drives there now, because that's her route. Anyway, so we'll catch up with that news if she's now driving to the bottle bank. But she did say to me, that she said, "Oh, I changed my bed today." Just bear in mind she's been in lockdown for 9 weeks, so this is big news, right? So she said, "I changed my bed today. I put a sheet on, and then I've got a blanket to the side a bit, which I turned back so Betsy knows to sleep on that side." I said, "Oh, it's nice." It didn't go much further than that, although I did ask how long it takes for her to take her scatter cushion. She's got beautiful. She's got quite a display of extravagant, cushions, and then quite a big display of various pillows. So I did say, roughly how long does it take you to take your display cushions off and your pillows off? I said, what is it, 10 minutes or something? But she couldn't categorise. She couldn't say it was more than that. She thinks it was probably about 10 minutes. I'm going to lob that Zoe, but only because it needs to go there. How are you getting on with the turning over?
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
What we do with brickwork with numbers on?
Put it with the words, and this is with the words pile. Okay. Words and numbers pile. Yes. So just so you know, she's So Nan's changed her bed. She's got a sheet and a blanket in case she gets chilly. So I know that people like to have a little update of how she's going. Week 9 in, yeah, that's where we are with that one. what happened next? Oh, yeah, Lynn and Malcolm have emailed from Leicester, right? And they wanted to sort of embrace my mother-in-law Jane's situation about when Jane, I don't know if you heard the other day, but Jane was topless in her garden, little courtyard garden, nice little bit, a few flowers around. And the Iceland delivery guy came in, quite casual, bowled in.
I thought it was a Cardo.
I thought it was a Cardo. But actually, Grandma emailed to say, I'm not as posh as that Jew, it was Iceland.
Ah.
Okay, so Iceland guy, and he dropped his aubergines and his frozen scallops, I think.
Mm.
Dropped them. Anyway, but Lynn and Malcolm emailed from Leicester to say that they've been in the same situation. I'm just going to check my email from there. But they said, yeah, it was the same thing. They were both topless. And when Hermes came around the side, that's Hermes. That's not a venereal disease. That's a delivery company for those Australians. So they were the same, sitting there, bold as brass, just bits out for the world, casually, enjoying their garden as you would. Hermes came around the side gate. I think he might have run away though up there, but I'll chase that up. I'll follow that up, whether he ran screaming as well. Yes, so Steve in the Australians, he emailed to say that he was totally inspired by the thought of Laura down in Brighton wearing a pencil skirt years ago. So he has got his pencil skirt back out the cupboard. And he's fashioning it. I'm going to read my notes. He's teaming it up, he said. I'm teaming it up.
Sorry, this is rude.
I'm teaming it up with my Adam and Prince Charming style chiffon blouse. Now, interestingly, I think Poss, his wife, thought he'd got rid of that. Turns out Poss, he's still got it, babes. He's obviously got a secret stash, brickwork. He's obviously got a secret stash of, blouses and pencil skirts. So if you are in Sydney and you happen to see a bearded man, a bit like Rick Wakeman, if you know who Rick Wakeman is, I will get a picture of Rick Wakeman. I mean to put it because that can represent Steve. If you see anybody walking around town, probably near Suzanne's, because that sounds like where everybody goes shopping, then that'll be Steve. And he's just trying out his pencil skirt again because Laura wore it all the time. And especially when she was stage managing a click, 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 click briefcase. Because that's what she perceived every professional stage manager had. Click, briefcase up. It had notes, paperwork. Needless to say, I didn't have that because I've never been that professional. So, yeah, he's doing that. So, that's all good, isn't it? We just spoke to some Italian friends earlier as part of a little group Zoom chat. And it just reminded me of years and years ago we were working. And I was talking about the singer Sade, who sings, who was a big famous singer and has some great tunes. Anyway, I was telling our friend Guides, I said, I love Sade. And he said, come as a DJ, Sade. So I said, she's a singer, she's a singer, Sade. I mean, I can't get, it's Sade. That's it. There is nothing more to describe it. That is her name. I said, oh no, never heard of her, basically. Never heard of her. I said, you must have heard of her. She sings, your love is king, surrounded in your arms. And he went, Sade. And he just changed the act. And this is in all seriousness. He said, oh yeah. I said, yeah, Sade. He went, no, Sade. And there are so many incidents of that. It's like, he literally did not understand me saying Sade. And so I said, another time I said to him, I've got this, because Matt bought me this really beautiful necklace, right? It was by Alessi. Right, this is Bethany. That is Bethany subtly trying to go round the outside to not cause any issues. Right, you're going to have to go back, babes. You're going to lean back, put your arms in. Because I can see your face. That's it. That's fine, but you can't go very far.
Box, can you take
Are you like proper joking? You've just cut. Right. Well, no, because I can't get to it because there's a big old. This is why tomorrow we need to sort this room out. I keep saying it.
Yes.
I'm really sorry, but Beth, I can't. Oh, she's going back. Oh, good luck. Past the daffodil lamp and the. Oh wow, you've got quite a technique going on tonight.
Well,
Anyway, there was
so hot.
It is very hot in here. So So there was another time when Matt bought me this really beautiful necklace by Alessi, right? They normally make sort of salt and pepper things, and they're known for their beautiful, stainless steel stuff, okay? So I said and they said, I like your necklace in Italian. And I said, grazie mille. And I said, it's by Alessi, actually, because I knew they were Italian. And they said, Alessi? I don't know Alessi. They said, come si dice Alessi? I said, Alessi? I said, it's like, and I showed a picture of the iconic sort of juicer. It's like a spaceship. It's a big juicer with long legs. And they went, Alessi. I mean, they're having a laugh, those Italians. It's like a joke. It's like if I said to them, I'm going to London, and they go, I don't know. If I go to London, you still know what London is, don't you? When I say London. But it's a big thing. And it's not just Carol and Gweeds. It's a lot of Italians have this joke. Like Lolo, with the corner of the Lolo, had the same thing. Doesn't know what I'm talking about. It's all in the accent, apparently. Right, so I've had word from the Shire of Cambridge that Rowan and Arij are isolating together because they were at university together and they've had to stay together because Arij can't go home to her country. So what's really nice is they're with Marie and John, okay, in Cambridgeshire. So Marie has knitted them matching dungaree shorts because they were inspired by Steve's dungaree shorts. But these are crocheted. I think probably today in 28 degrees they're a bit spicy to be in. A little bit hot, a little bit spicy. But, so those two are hanging out in Cambridgeshire, being hugely, because they're so intelligent. I always feel a bit like I don't know where to begin because I'm so thick. And they're so super bright. But, but however, it doesn't matter at the moment. It doesn't matter because they're both strutting it out up and down the lane, crochet dungaree shorts. I think also probably matching neckerchiefs, and also they're probably going to be too polite, aren't they, to say, actually, Marie, I'm actually sweating. Any chance I can take these off? You wouldn't be able to, because Marie would give the crochet death stare. I've knitted them, I've crocheted them, you're wearing them. End of. So I think it's a bit like John as well, because he messaged, I've got my crocheted underpants. Even in this heat, if Marie had crocheted them for you, you're wearing them, right? Fact. So I'm just glad she knitted me a knitted doll. There's no pressure to wear anything there, but who knows? Having said all this, something might come in the post for me. So it's nice. Love to those girls up there. I mean, I can feel your pain. I'm going to send you both some maths questions as well, because I know that Rowan is like, the level of maths is ridiculous. So I might just throw some out there for you. Throw them out. I was going to talk about John and Pete saying, hello, morning, Mr Magpie, but I've done that. It still makes me laugh a lot. So I'm looking to my right a lot to check that the camera hasn't gone off, because a couple of times now, smashed a couple of these out, the camera's gone off.
I'm going to get a glass of ice water.
Do enjoy. Thank you.
It's so hot in here.
It is hot in here, isn't it? Come back and sneeze again in a minute.
Would you like me to bring you a glass of water?
No, because I'm not going to be long, babe, and I'm going to come and put a risotto on. Oh, nice.
Bacon and mushroom?
No, bacon.
Just bacon?
Bacon and mushroom.
That's what I just asked.
Oh, I thought you said chicken and mushroom.
No,
I do
said
beg your pardon.
bacon and mushroom.
Sorry,
Do you go deaf?
I think so. I had to cup my ear to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, see you in a minute.
You need to have some John glasses soon as well.
I do.
Well,
see you in a minute.
We need to get your mum some funky glasses.
We do. We need to sort that as well, don't we? We've got a lot of things to do.
Quite a busy
Still
day.
no word from Ravensburger, interestingly. I haven't sent a follow-up again. I think I might. I don't know. Unless we start a campaign. But as there are only a few of us actually doing this, I don't think the campaign will be particularly prolific and go very far. In fact, probably more people have been to a spa with Mark from Lewis than are actually listening to this regularly now. I had Colin from Scotland have a look, and he said, I looked at your YouTube page and it was a bit disorganised. Which is really weird, because when I look at it, it all seems in order, like numerical order, but maybe there's, unless there's a copycat one. I didn't realise. I just thought they all just boshed on in order, so maybe I need to look at it. But every time I look at it, on my page, it's all good. So I don't know, he's drunk most of the time though, to be fair with him. So I was just thinking that KP in New York, you've been a bit quiet since your very lengthy email. with my notes? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Paul the ex-plumber, you've gone quiet as well. Do you know what I mean? I had lots of notes, agreeing with Matt that I should have done more off stage. Gone quiet. Also, Accountant Scott, where have you gone? Where have you gone? The only comment you had was, send me your accounts, and is that a hooky Apple Watch on your wrist? That was it. That was it. And I've got my mum's like, oh, here she's back.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Did you want me to do anything for the risotto? Or
Oh yeah, cut the shallots, cut the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get everything ready.
Do you want to use all the mushrooms?
Yeah. Let's do it.
What do I do with the bacon?
Chop it into little squares.
Okay.
Not too little.
Okay.
Nice work.
Actually, I'll leave you to do the bacon because I'll cut them too small otherwise.
That's right. Okay, no problem.
I'll just do the mushrooms and shallots.
Beautiful.
How many shallots should I do?
Wow, this is really.
Oh,
Do 3.
3. Okay.
Do 4.
4.
Thanks. They're in the cupboard. There is. You can see this is live. This is before dinner. So, lots of people have asked me how Gillian the gin is in London. She's still really rather loving lockdown, I have to tell you, and she's now requesting limes. So, getting a bit demanding, I'd say, Gillian the gin, but she's loving it, and all her deliveries of gin are, in fact, still happening. So that's very kind of you to all ask about her. There's a lot of brickwork now. Yeah. My system seemed good earlier about turning them all over. Now I'm just turning them over. I've got backache. Now, yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I could just sit and do this and let life crack on around me because it's so pleasing doing a jigsaw. If anyone, I mean, so many people are sending me the jigsaws they've done, like in a kind of smirky, like check me out way. And I'm obviously not in that position. When this is actually done, the euphoria will be, well, we'll all be beside it. Well, I say all. The 3 of us who are left will be absolutely euphoric. I hope you're still. Wow. Hi. How did the shallots go? No.
Your husband has asked me to come and get the Henry.
Are you actually going to try and get the Henry? No, don't go that way. Hold on. Oh my God. This way. Do not pull that plug out. Right. Thanks, no problem. We're going to start vacuuming now. He was soaring yesterday through this.
Sorry
No.
guys.
They're not listening anyway, so we're all good. Right, so Miguel, who is Spanish but now lives in Dubai, I'm going to keep going until Bethany gets the Henry out of the room. Yeah, lives in Dubai. He emailed to say, no, I was trying to do the accent then, but I can't. Julia. No, I can't do it. I literally cannot do it. Basically, he emailed to say, do you think my long hair now makes me look like the baby Jesus? Well, you look like Jesus, but not the baby one. So, yeah, I mean, otherwise that would be, Jesus would have had even more followers because if he came out as hirsute as your hair is, I think, yeah, he'd have been, blimey. He'd have been toured even more, wouldn't he? He'd have been taken around on caravans and stuff. Oh, these pieces are pleasing. Little spires and things. Yeah, so Miguel, Gareth emailed to say that he did in fact trade in. He had 6 million, I think, air miles with BA, right? 6 million. And so many business class pouches and first class pouches. He didn't know what to do with them, right? Anyway, so he bought the other day with it. He asked me what I could possibly buy. I thought he'd be able to get a leather wallet, possibly embossed, that sort of thing. However, he bought, with the 6 million, he bought an inflatable pillow and one of those teddy with the leather goggles, like a BA teddy. Which, you think for all those air miles, you get a bit more. It turns out you didn't. But this week, he had an email from BA and said, look, actually, if you trade in your teddy with the goggles and the inflatable pillow, we'll give you an aeroplane. So he's actually now owns an aeroplane because BA is obviously doing no flights and they're a bit in trouble. So they're actually giving them away to their frequent flyers. So I don't know where you're going to park it in Bow, but London City not much is moving, so maybe get a little space there. So that turned out to be quite a little result, didn't it? And maybe give all your first class things to, I don't know, the needy. Do you know what I mean? And because if you're down on your luck, what you might just need is a little a little roll-on deodorant from BA or something. You never know. Right, there's some more brickwork here. So Gareth, yeah, he messaged. And I think basically we're there. I think so much has happened today. It's been quite a busy day considering we're not actually going anywhere. It blows my mind how the days are going. It blows my mind how the weeks are going. And yeah, I mean, I walked through the woods today with Bethany. She was cycling. God, it was so bloody busy. I've never had to do that in the woods. I've never had to veer around someone. And you don't have to think normally, do you, when you're walking? But now I have to think a lot. And I think that's very tiring thinking. And I'm not used to it, as you can absolutely tell. But I did know that I have to come and get a little JigJaw in. And yeah, I can't wait for people to come and sit and join me though. Well, I say that because I think what's going to happen is people are going to come in and they're going to have their own ideas. And it's just, it will probably be done in about a day, probably. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you, and we're going to keep on turning these pieces, and then I think tomorrow I'm going to start moving, because look, this is in the right area, and I think you'll be pleased, because look, I'm just getting, the boxes over there, I can't remember. I think you'll be pleased, because I think I'm forming a plan, a loose plan, but one is forming. Right, I hope you're really well. I hope that you watch fabulous things on television this evening. Don't bother watching White Lines on Netflix, absolutely dreadful, but we're going to carry on watching it to find out what happened, but I wouldn't waste your time on that. Little top tip there. Right, lots of love to you all. Take it easy. Waving my breasts. Oh no, I'm waving my bracelets. I'm waving my bracelets, but by accident, because I am braless, I'm also waving them too. Don't have nightmares. Bye.